Okay. I'd like to talk about immigration reform. Okay, the SB 1070 law passed in Arizona is wrong because of our history of our country. It's a land of immigrants. There's no way that we can pass a law like that and actually enforce it properly. Because first of all, yeah, we have gun laws that allow most people to carry arms, right? So that's one problem. So you can't just keep knocking down people's doors without casualty if you're gonna keep knocking on people's doors and trying to find out if they're legal or not. Because we have a gun law that allows every citizen to own a gun, but there are a lot of illegal guns out there because citizens who own guns either sell it in the market, black market, or it's stolen. So you automatically have these two markets to deal with. Second of all, you have a problem of harassment and intimidation, and it's against Constitution to actually ask people for harass people for discrimination and stuff like that. And if the cops use discretion, whether it comes to race or the way they look like, I mean, even then, it's a very difficult situation. And they need to. I think they should have just focused on whoever's breaking the law, and then if they're illegal, then they could take them out. But they've gone way beyond their means, and this is just going to cause people from go to another state or whatever. And what do you think's going to happen if you do find some illegal people and you do deport them? They're just going to climb over the fence or go under a tunnel like a week later. It's not solving. You're not solving the problem. The main problem is that we actually hire them. We actually need them. We actually use them. And it's like that 800-pound gorilla we don't talk about is that we use these Mexicans like slaves. But we found a very good way to use them and not call them slaves. And that's by paying them some money, not enough money or not the legal amount of money, but just enough so that we don't feel guilty and they feel happy. And then we go about our business and our daily lives like we don't care. And then we don't vote, and the hierarchy goes on like that. But the basic thing is that it's exploitation. It's been going on for years. And a situation like we have in Arizona, we could use for our advantage and try to look into ways into making businesses actually own up to the fact that they use illegal ownership, illegal illegal labor. So how do we do that? Okay, the first thing is there was a website. There is a website where you can just it's security check or employeecheck.com. I forget the name of the website, but there's this very efficient website which has over 98% accuracy or 99% accuracy on. You just put in the social security or the name, and then they verify if that's a legal United States citizen, and then you can hire the person, whoever you're hiring. But due to people paying off politicians, they never put this in the law. So now you don't have that option of having all businesses comply with the law, which would require them for whichever employee to register their employee and see and double check if they're legal or not. Because they wanted to pay off the politicians because if it had this, then they couldn't ever say that, oh, we didn't know that they were illegal and they had fake papers. They can't have that excuse if they use this process. And we should make this website a requirement for all businesses that hire people in the United States of America. And in that way, we make sure that anyone who's using illegal workers are they know that they're actually hiring illegal workers. And And if you really think about it in a realistic manner, like a lot of our nannies, a lot of our gardeners, landscapers, people who pick up trash, clean our houses, cleans our roads, and all these people have been working for years and years, and they have nothing to really show for it. So we need them and the people who hire them to have something to show for it and not get into trouble for it. So if you've been here and you've been illegal and you've been hiding, I want you to be able to show documentation to show that, yeah, I've been here for 10 years, I've been illegal, and I've been doing this or that. And then we can get you in the process of getting a citizenship. But without that paperwork, we can't get you to that next step. So I think we need a step where we can actually have illegal people working here. Like, it can't be illegal to hire an illegal person to work for your company. That law has to be taken out. And we need to have another kind of documentation or registration or an identity card where you can say that, yeah, I'm a proud illegal person who was hired by a proud American company and I've worked here for this many years. And if you can say that, and then we get to a point where we can actually get you into citizenship, the path to citizenship. And we can even teach you better English along the way. We can have all kinds of other assistance in that sort of way. But if you've been working illegally, you have nothing to show for it, but your kids have been going to our public education system, they should not be left out. They should not be kicked out into another country without even knowing what they did was wrong, because they did nothing wrong. They were just in the public education system and they've grown up to be Americans, and they now have an opportunity to become Americans by getting into the path of citizenship and applying for their application. So basically, we first have to go to the businesses, make sure that they all go through the website, which verifies if you're illegal or legal. If you are illegal, it's not illegal to hire you. We just have to get you another piece of paper that'll document you and make sure that you get credit for the work you put in, because even if you're an illegal citizen. And then we also need to look at driver's licenses, where they're gonna live, and stuff like that. But you get the idea of it. And it doesn't have to be for any citizen. It could be just for Mexicans. It could be people who worked for a certain. They might need a sponsorship letter or a letter of recommendation from their employer, which is fine. And if that's all they need, that's great. Um, what else? As far as crime goes, yeah, it's a big problem. We can't keep putting them in jail. Um, let's face it, 50% of the people who are in jail are because of drug-related issues. And as far as I'm concerned, drug-related issues mean entrepreneurial-related decisions. Capitalism, like seeing something and selling it in a profit, is capitalism. And a lot of people are selling drugs in that idea, and they're getting locked up in jail for a lot of years, and it's disrupting family life, and it's disrupting their future lives and their careers, and that should be stopped. You can't have minor offenses a reason enough to put someone in jail. And you need proper programs so that people, when they get out of jail, are not shunned into the shadows just because they served one jail sentence. They should be able to get any job any other person does, and they should be able to prove themselves back to society. Um, yeah, and you should legalize pot, and I hope California does that.